Okay, Norbert, we're going to do story time. And this story's about Yvonna. You remember Yvonna and Gianna? Yeah, this story's about them. Okay, let's go. Yvonna and the Magic of Believing. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house filled with the spirit of Christmas, lived an 11-year-old girl named Yvonna. She had a heart full of wonder and a belief in magic that sparkled brighter than the twinkling lights on her family's Christmas tree. But her older siblings, 13-year-old Gigi, 12-year-old Finn, and 9-year-old Parker, had stopped believing in Santa Claus, and it made Yvonna feel sad. One cold evening, Yvonna sat on the front steps, tears rolling down her cheeks. Why don't they believe, she whispered to herself, thinking of all the magic that surrounded Christmas. She knew Santa was real because she had seen his magic snow globe, the one that sat on their mantel in their living room where she watched her friends glimmer. She remembered how her friend Glimmer, the magical flying donkey, often visited Santa's village and returned with tales of wonder. I have to prove to them that Santa is real, Yvonna thought, determination filling her heart. But how could she show Gigi, Finn, and Parker the magic of Christmas? That night, just as the clock struck midnight, a gentle knock echoed from her window. Yvonna rushed to open it, and her eyes lit up with joy as she saw Glimmer hovering outside, his sparkling wings shimmering in the moonlight. Glimmer, she squealed, throwing her arms around him. You came. I need your help to show my siblings that Santa is real. Of course, Yvonna, Glimmer replied with a warm, friendly smile. Climb on my back and let's fly to the North Pole. Yvonna hopped onto Glimmer's back, and with a powerful flap of his wings, they soared into the starry sky. The wind rushed past them, and Yvonna felt a thrill of excitement as they flew over snow-covered hills and glistening forests until they finally arrived at the magical North Pole. As they landed, they were greeted by Stanley, a mischievous little elf. With a twinkle in his eyes, I heard all about your wish to prove that Santa exists, Stanley exclaimed. Let's make some Christmas magic together. Glimmer and Yvonna followed Stanley to Santa's workshop, where the air was filled with laughter, the sounds of jingling bells, and the sweet aroma of freshly baked cookies. Yvonna was in awe. This is amazing, she gasped as she watched the elves busy at work. Stanley led her to a special room where the magic snow globe was kept. This is it, she said, holding up a beautiful globe filled with a swirling winter scene. With a sprinkle of my magic dust, we can bring the globe to life and show your siblings the magic of Christmas. As Stanley tossed his shimmering dust onto the globe, Yvonna felt a warm glow envelope her. Suddenly, she found herself inside the snow globe, surrounded by the sights and sounds of Santa's workshop. She laughed and played with the elves and even helped Mrs. Claus bake cookies. It was everything she had dreamed of. Back at home, Gigi, Finn, and Parker, they noticed Yvonna was missing. Uh-oh. Where could she be? Gigi asked, worry creeping into her voice. They searched all around the house, but Yvonna was nowhere to be found. Then Parker spotted the old snow globe on the mantel. Hey, look at this, he exclaimed, moving closer. He squinted, noticing movement inside the globe. Is that Yvonna? The three siblings gathered around the mantel, watching in amazement as Yvonna twirled and danced in the workshop, laughing with the elves. Look, there's Mrs. Claus, Finn pointed out, his eyes wide with disbelief. This is so cool. Yvonna, noticing her siblings watching her through the globe, called out, You have to believe. Santa is real, and so is the magic of Christmas. Gigi, Finn, and Parker exchanged glances, their hearts racing with excitement. They couldn't deny what they were seeing. Maybe it's true, Barkah whispered, feeling a spark of hope. Just then, Stanley's voice echoed from the globe. Believe in the magic of Christmas, and it will always be with you. With one last twirl, Yvonna waved goodbye to her new friends and felt the warm glow of magic surround her once more. In the blink of an eye, she was back home, standing beside her siblings. You saw it, didn't you? She beamed, her eyes shining with joy. Santa is real. Gigi, Finn, and Barkah looked at each other, their hearts filled with the wonder they had thought they lost. We believe, Yvonna, Gigi said, smiling. We believe. From that moment on, the spirit of Christmas filled their home, bringing laughter, joy, and a newfound belief in the magic of Santa. Every Christmas Eve, they would gather around the snow globe, remembering Yvonna's adventure and the magic that made their hearts glow. And so Yvonna and her siblings lived happily ever after, knowing that as long as they believe, the magic of Christmas will always be a part of their lives. The end. Merry Christmas.